So poppy seed, there are so many different fillings you can have. So I've got a strawberry jam. I've got some chocolate spread, and I've got some caramel. But you can pretty much do anything, right? Any kind of filling. I've even seen recipes this year for apples with like pecans. I've even seen savory. Hannah, you have your hand up. Would you like to say something? You need to unmute.
My dad's not letting me bake Hamantaschens right now.
Okay, well, another time.
And I'm at my computer.
Okay.
Because this is where my camera and Zoom
Got it.
is.
Got it.
But well, I can make a grogger.
Oh, we're going to make groggers soon. So hang tight. Hang tight. We're going to make groggers soon. All right. So we're going to go back to our Hamantaschen. So everyone should have their circles. They look like this.
Tracy?
Yes?
Can I see the caramel? What type of caramel are you using? You did it so quick.
I'm sorry. This is something I got as a gift, actually. It's a sea salt caramel sauce.
Okay.
So it's in a jar. Was that Deborah? I can't even see who it is. All right. So then once you've got your circles, you're going to put them down, and you're going to put don't put too much filling, because this is where things can go wrong. I have got literally maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of jam in the very middle of your Hamantaschen, okay? And then I'm gonna do another one with chocolate in the middle. Again, not too much, because if you have too much, it makes the dough too wet, and then guess what happens? They burst open. And that is the hardest part of Hamantaschen, is that there's so much stuff that they burst open a lot. So I've got a little caramel, I've got 3 here. Oops. And I'm gonna do one more. So I'm making 4 right now. Now, I gotta get a piece of paper towel because my hands are all sticky. All right, so once this is in, the next thing you wanna do is you want to fold it. Now, I'm gonna fold first with the one that doesn't have the markings. So you should be able, yep, I've got my cameraman directing here. You're gonna fold it in and pinch. And the reason you have to have it a 1/4 inch and not too thin is you wanna have enough stuff to pinch in the corners. So, you see that? Some of you are already doing it. So you can see this is nicely pinched in, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my baking sheet. Now my ones with the markings that you can see here, the nice thing about it is it's even, and you just punch along that marking. So again, punch up, and you wanna squeeze it tight because you wanna make sure it seals, because otherwise what can happen is during the baking process, they can burst open. So that's the last thing you want to do. You also want to make sure not to put too much jam in. Jam is very wet, and that can also cause the dough to get too wet and soggy, and that's another reason why they may burst open. So how are you guys that are cooking along with me? Let me see some of your pictures. How are your Hamantaschen looking? Oh my goodness, Zoe, I see yours. Who else has got some?
Tracy, is preserves better than jam?
Yes, preserves is better than jam. Thank you, whoever asked that question, because it's not as liquidy. You don't want anything too liquidy. And then my last one I'm doing here is my caramel sauce. Now, what some people do with Hamantaschen after they've baked them off is they'll dip the edges in chocolate, or something like that. Here's my caramel one. I see the Beagles are making some. How yours looking, Beagle family? We looking good? Oh, those look awesome. Love it. Not all of you are on camera, but I hope you're all baking along. I see Zoe there's putting her jam in. Very good. The Levine family, does that look like you're making or you're eating? I think you're eating. Got it. All right, so once you've made them, Then you're gonna go ahead and put them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 12 minutes. And guess what? By the magic of television and cooking shows, I have some already done. So these were made already. These are my chocolate ones. So you can see they're nice and hard, they're not too brown, and they taste like a cookie. So this is a cookie dough recipe for those of you that are making them. They're gonna taste like a cookie with chocolate in the middle. So the key parts, key things to remember when making Hamantaschen are, what are some of the key factors? Make sure you put it in the, I see someone, Sadie. What's a key thing you gotta remember?
Don't put too much jam.
Don't put too much jam, right? What's another thing we're gonna make sure we do with the dough before we cook it? Just unmute. Laurie Cohen said
300
refrigerator.
degrees and put it in the oven for about like 1 minute.
Yes, you wanna make sure you put it in the refrigerator.
Wait a minute.
Now.
Sadie's on.
All right, now I'm putting in the chat the website where I got those
I can
Hamantaschen,
do it.
those Hamantaschen
No,
things
No,
from.
I can do
So I got that in the website for you. So
it.
I hope you guys all get to make some Hamantaschen this Purim. It is a wonderful tradition, and one of the most important things to do with your Hamantaschen is what? Other than eat it yourself, what's another important thing? We want to gift it, right? We want to gift it to some people. So go around and give people in your community, friends, family, some Hamantaschen. So that's a really important part of the holiday is giving Mishloach Manot and making sure we take care of our friends and family, especially during this time. So many of you, I know in the TBA community, got some from us this weekend before Shabbat. They were not made by me, so I did not make all of the Hamantaschen. Thanks to Chabad, I was able to purchase those ones, but it is fun to make Hamantaschen. Try different flavors. I hope you enjoyed that little demo of our Hamantaschen. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm turning it over to the Marazov family and Chabad of Santa Clarita, who are going to play a game with us, I believe. So you already co-host, so you should be ready
And
to go.
Sadie's on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. That looks really yummy. Can't wait to make them.
Oh.
Yes.
How's the rabbi's hair?
Those Hamantaschen
He's wearing a wig.
really look good.
I was wearing it, but I took it off. It's a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay. Hannah, how are you? How are you, Hannah?
Wearing a wig.
You're looking good. Okay. Excellent. Love it. So we're going to be playing a little game for
Full game.
Purim. And before we do so, just a little thought on Purim, which is going to help you for the game, because we're playing a Kahoot game. In order to know the answers to this game, you got to listen carefully to a 60-second story of Purim. Who's ready for the story of Purim? Okay. Am I muted? Can you hear me? Raise your hand. You can. Okay, good. Excellent. I just love people raising their hands. Thank you. Okay, so the story of Purim took place a couple thousand years ago. We all know the characters of the story of Purim. There was a king by the name of Achashverosh. Achash was the mighty king. He ruled over Persia and 127 lands. He had a wife. Who was Achashverosh's wife? Her name was Vashti. Now, King Achashverosh made a party for 6 months. And during this party, he invited his wife Vashti to come to the party. He wanted to force Vashti to come to the party. And Vashti said, nope, I'm not coming to the party. And before she can even #MeToo, Achashverosh killed her. And now Achashverosh needs a new wife, a new queen. What does she do? What does he do? Who does he choose? Well, we all know that Achashverosh finds a beautiful girl by the name of Esther. Esther didn't want to be the queen. Nevertheless, her cousin Mordecai told her that she should marry Achashverosh and don't tell him that she is a Jew. Well, in the meantime, we all know the bad, evil man. Who was the bad, evil man? His name was Boo Haman. There you go. Thank you. Haman was the evil man who wanted to kill all the Jewish people in Shushan and all the king's countries. And he decreed, together with the king, to kill all the Jewish people. Of course, as usual, we have a great rabbi. Here we have 3 great rabbis on Zoom, but back then they had a great rabbi. His name was Mordecai. And Mordecai gathered all the Jewish children and prayed to Hashem and told Esther that she should go to the king and ask the king to save the Jewish people. And Esther did exactly what Mordecai said. And she went to the king and asked him to please save the Jewish people. And King Ahasuerus said, okay, I'm going to save your people. And instead of hanging Mordecai, Haman was hung on the gallows. Now, that's a rabbi 60 seconds. But that in short was a story of Purim. Let me ask you a quick question. Very simple question. There is no miracle. You know, when it comes to Hanukkah, the miracle was that the few Jews defeated the Greek army. The little menorah, little Hanukkah, little oil lasted for 8 days. On Passover, the water turned to blood and the sea split. Major miracles. What happened on Purim? Nothing. Esther was beautiful. Ahasuerus loved her. Is it a miracle that an evil man from Iran wants to kill the Jewish people? Happened. What else is new? And Esther asked her husband, the king, to save the Jewish people. There is no miracle. So our sages teach us that on Purim, we are celebrating the miracles, the daily miracles of life. Everything that happens in life, we look at them as coincidences, things that just happen. But those are miracles too. We call them the natural miracle. Nature is a miracle too. And that's why on Purim, we cover our faces. We put on masks. We've been wearing masks for a year. But on Purim, we wear masks to hide our faces because God was hidden in the story of Purim. And you know that the Megillah, Esther's scroll, is the only book of the 24 books in the Torah that doesn't have God's name even once. And that is because God was hidden throughout the story, and God is hidden throughout the story of our lives. Every day we wake up and we say, thank you, Hashem, Moda Ani Lefanecha. Thank you for returning my soul, for allowing me to see, allowing me to walk, allowing me to talk, etc., etc. So we're going to play a game based on the information we just learned. You should do pretty well in this upcoming Kahoot game. So raise your hand if you have a phone in addition to your computer that you're using. Another phone, very important. If you have a phone, go get it. If you don't have one, run over to T-Mobile very quickly. You have 2 minutes before we start our Kahoot game. So the way it works is you're going to take your phone and you're going to ask your parents to unblock the internet and go to kahoot.it. Kahoot.it. Everyone got it? Let me know what you got. Kahoot.it. Okay. You're going to now, they're going to ask you for a number. We're going to see who can get.
I have a question.
What's your question?
No.
Can you put a link in chat, please?
Oh, put a link in chat. Okay. There we go. Look how much we've learned in a year. I couldn't do this a year ago. Kahoot.it. Oh, yep, I got the dot. Every dot is important in life.
Rabbi, where do
Yes.
you put it on? Oh, WW? Okay.
Yeah, www.
That's
for
not a
World Wide
link.
Web. Okay. And once you go onto kahoot.it, you will see you have to put in a game pin number. The game pin number is on your screen right now. Hopefully you see it. You see it? Yeah, good. 466-3133. We are waiting for players. As soon as you put your name in, your name is going to come up on the screen. There we go. Number 1 is Dale, and good. The Cohens, Joshua. You can put a crazy name too if you want for Purim. Kraus family, Ultra. Aaron, Guinea, Sophia. I see a lot of guys are coming up here. Sam Petrie, in capital. 466. Okay. Let's see. Get some more players up here. Kahoot.it. We'll start the game in 30 seconds. Okay, Dalen, you're lucky. Your mom loves you. Dalen's mom. Anybody else on there? Dalen's playing against her mom.
Wait.
Okay. Anybody still trying to get on?
Okay.
Anybody who's over 65, ask your grandchildren, your children, they'll tell you how to get on. Juju, welcome, Juju. Cal is on, Max is on, Bess Mama is on. Okay. So we're going to start in 15 seconds. We're going to start the game. The way the game works, obviously, you know, you have 4 options to every question. Some questions have 10 seconds. Some questions are 15 seconds you have to answer. The quicker you answer the right answer, the more points you get. So you get points for answering correctly, and you get points for answering quickly. The quick finger gets the most points. Esther's on. Ash Ketchup. Okay, love that. Good. The Greenbergs. Good. Okay, so we're getting ready to start. Okay, question number 1. This is the SCV Carnival Purim Kahoot. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Who was the king of Persia in the Purim story? Okay, 15 got it right. Excellent.
Rabbi, could you give the game number again or put it in the chat? Someone just asked for it.
The bottom
Yes.
right corner of the screen.
Yes, I will give the game number, put it in the chat.
Okay, someone just put it in. It's 466-3133.
Yes,
Thank
that's
you.
right. Yeah, you can see it on bottom right of the screen. You should be able to see it. Okay, so 15 of you guessed Achashverosh, and we have a leaderboard. Is Sophia has 916 points. We're doing great. Next question. The story of Purim took place in. Is it Bavel? Is it Jerusalem? Is it Valencia or Shushan? 1 second left. Let's get this going. Okay, 16 of you got it right. 1 of you chose Valencia. Great. Okay. We have lots of stories here, but not the Purim stories. Sophia's still on the top. The Cohens are right behind her. Let's go on to question number 3. Who was the king's first wife? Zeresh, Terah, Esther, Vashti. Oh, 19 got it right. And the next, let's see, who's up there? Sophia still up in the lead. Oh, just by a couple of points. The Cohens are right there behind her. Best Mama, Ash Ketchup, and Kraus family are runners up. Why was Vashti killed or sent away? She spilled wine on the Shabbos tablecloth. She pushed the king. She refused to go to the party, or she screamed in the king's face. Yeah, 5 seconds left. And 21 got it right. Very good. Okay. Who's up in the leaderboard? Sophia's still up there, under 100 points. Let's continue on to the next question. Who did the king choose to be his new wife? You should all get this right. Was it Vashti, Esther, Elizabeth, or Fega? Or Best Mama? Who was? It was Esther, and all of you got it right. That's beautiful. Excellent. Your Purim knowledge is getting better. Sophia has 4,500 coins right behind them. Ash Ketchup, Bas Mama Kraus, still a top 5. Let's go on to the next question. Esther's other name This one, you got to think closely. Esther's other name, you have 20 seconds. This one's maybe a little hard. You may go to Google. It's Sarah, Hadassah, Rivka, or my favorite, Dorothy. What was Esther's other name? I knew there would be one Dorothy. Okay, 9 of you got it right. Oh, the Cohens took the lead, 5,400. Basmama, Kraus family, Esther, and the Greenbergs. Her other name was Hadassah. Question number 7. How did Mordecai and Esther save the king's life? They saved him from drowning in a royal pool. They saved him from choking at a royal party. They revealed the plot of 2 guards who wanted to kill the king, or they didn't let him drive when he was drunk. Definitely was drunk. 4 seconds left. Okay, 20 of you got it right. You guys know the story. You guys been in Hebrew school. Excellent. Are the Cohen's family still up there by a couple hundred? Basmama, Kraus family, Greenbergs, and Queen Esther round up the top 5. Next question. Question number 8. Who was the king's evil advisor? Was it Sasgona? Was it Harvona? Was it Darth Vader? Or was it Haman? Okay. Oh, nobody said Darth Vader. Baruch Hashem. We have 19 of you got it right. Excellent. Next question. We have the Cohens still up in the lead, under 200 points. Who did Haman want to destroy? Babylonians, the Persians, the Jews, or the 49ers? Okay, 20 of you got it right. Excellent. Cohen's still up there. Come on, guys, let's try to get it. Quick fingers here. The Jews reacted to Haman's decree by hiding their Jewishness in red, fasting, praying, and diplomacy in blue, running away in yellow, or making strikes and boycotts in green. What did the Jewish people do? How did they react to Haman's decree? And how do we react to any decree or any negative thing occurring in our lives? And the answer, 11 of you got it right, fasting, praying, and diplomacy. They did not hide their Jewishness. It's not something we do. And the Cohens, 8,600. Still the same 5 up there. Let's see some names up there. Who did Esther invite to her party? The king and Haman in red, Haman and Mordecai in blue, all the people that lived in Persia in yellow, or the Jewish sorority in green. Who did Esther invite to her party? 5 seconds left. And 9 of you got it right. She invited King and Haman. We're up there, but Cal got up into the top 5. 9,500 Cohens. Okay, next question. True or false? Quickly, Esther made a second party. First one wasn't enough. She needed a second party. True or false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 14 of you got it wrong. Well, 9 of you got it right. She did make a second party, which she revealed her plan to Ahasuerus. Ooh, Queen Esther is getting up there. Next, question 13. Who did Haman want to hang on the gallows? Was it Esther? Was it Mordecai? Was it the king? Or all the Jews? Who did Haman specifically want to hang on the gallows? You have 6 seconds left. You have 21 answers in already, 22 answers in. Okay, 11 of you got it right. I'm sure the Cohens got it right. And they did. They're up at 10,000. We have 2 families at 10,000 points, and a few others at 9,000. Let's continue. Who did the king want to honor for saving his life? Did he want to honor Haman, Vashti, Mordecai, or Esther? Well, the person on the horse doesn't look exactly like Esther or Vashti. So who did the king want to save? Who saved the king's life? And the answer, we have 21 answers in, 22 answers in, and 14 of you got it right. It was Mordecai. Cohen still up by just a small margin. Okay, the Greenbergs are getting to 3rd place. Question 15. Why did the king get angry with Haman at Esther's party? Haman wanted to kill the queen's whole nation, or Haman insulted him. Haman stole his food, or Haman sat in his chair. I hate when that happens. Okay, why did the king get angry with Haman? 17 got it right. You guys are doing great. Amazing. 12,000 for the Cohens. Esther, Queen Esther, second. Greenberg's best mama, Cal. Okay. Next question. Haman had 10 sons. True or false? 10 sons. He had 10 sons. No, he wasn't Chabad, but did he have 10 sons? Yes or no? True or false? Blue is true, red is false. And the answer is, whoa, it was split. This is a true Jewish audience. 11 said true, 11 said false. And the Cohens, I sure said true. Greenberg's behind them, best mama, Cal, and Queen Esther. Some of you are right behind them. So this is still not too late for anybody to get up in the top 5. Question 17. We celebrate Purim on the 14th of. Red is Nisan, blue is Adar, yellow is Elul, and green is March. The 14th day of which month do we celebrate Purim? We have 22 answers in. I think all the answers are in. 18 of you got it right. And the month is Adar. Excellent. Okay. Next question. Question 18. We're almost done. On Purim, it's a mitzvah. Remember the mitzvah to eat hamantash and blow the shofar, meditate, or give charity to 2 poor people. Actually, 4 mitzvahs on Purim. One of these happens to be a mitzvah on Purim. Okay, 11 of you got it right. So if you didn't blow the shofar, don't worry. Eating hamantash is beautiful, but it's not a mitzvah. Cohens are still up there. Greenberg's right behind them. Cal, Esther, and Bas Mama. Okay, next question. The word Purim. What does Purim mean? Does it mean drunk? Drank too much? Scroll? Does it mean masks in yellow or lots in green? What does Purim mean? The word Purim. Purim, Purim, Purim. It does not mean hamantash. That's not one of the answers. And lots is right. Is the lots? It's the lottery that Haman made to decide when to kill the Jewish people. Excellent. Okay, Cohens, Greenbergs, Cal, Esther, Bas Mama. Whoever Bas Mama is, I got to meet you one day because I'm saying your name too often. Next one. Okay, question number 20. How many times is God mentioned in the book of Esther, in the Megillah? 127, 18, 0, or 51? If you listened before, you would know. So I expect everyone to get this one right. You always listen to your rabbi. Who is laughing? Okay, and the answer is 16 of you got it right. Very good. Good job, guys. 0, God's name is not mentioned in the Megillah. And we have a couple questions left. 1 out of 21 out of 23. This is your chance to get the leader. On Purim, one should hear the book of Esther at night, during the day, both at night and during the day, or drink l'chaim till you don't know the difference between night and day. Okay. On Purim, we should hear the book of Esther. Night, day, both night and day. Say l'chaim. Okay, I want to know which 2 you said say l'chaim until you don't know the difference. I want to meet you afterwards. But 12 of you did get it right. We hear the Megillah at night and during the day. Cohens, Queen Esther, Greenberg, Cal, Bas Mama, still a top 5. This is your last chance to get up in the leaderboard. This question is worth, actually it's 2 more questions. The first SCV Purim Community Carnival took place. Was it at Newhall Park, Valencia Heritage Park, Central Park, or Hart Park? The first community, 9 of you got it right. I'm right, Tracy, right? I think it was, Valencia Heritage Park. You are right. Even I was so a little unsure. I had to Google it. Okay. You are right. And we have same 5 up in the leaderboard. So this is the last time. Now let me tell you this last question. You are going to know the answer. I guarantee you're going to know the answer. It's just about how quickly you put the answer to see how many points you'll get for this last question. So let's do it. Next question. The best Jewish community is the SCV Jewish community, the SCV Jewish community, or the SCV Jewish community, or green, the SCV Jewish community. You all got it right. Some of you, all you like red, but you all got it right. The SCV Jewish community is the best Jewish community in the world. And let's see what got the leaderboard. Queen Esther is number 3. A round of applause for Queen Esther. The Greenbergs are number 2. Number 1 on the leaderboard, you're going to meet the president, Roger Reiner. You're ready to meet the Cohens because they are the winners of the Purim SCV Carnival Purim Kahoot. Grab yourself an extra Hamantash as your treats, as your winnings. Okay, and just to conclude, I want to remind everybody the 4 mitzvahs of Purim is remember to hear the Megillah, give gifts of mishloach manot, of food to friends, give money to poor people, and make a meal on Purim. We will be reading the Megillah on a Thursday night at 6:15 at Chabad, and Friday morning at 9 o'clock at Chabad. We'll be having the Megillah live. And a Friday afternoon at 3:30 at the Newhall Park on Dalby Street, we'll be having a Purim in the Park. Again, an opportunity to hear the Megillah live and have a lot of fun and get treats and hamantash and music and arts and crafts. That's what Chabad will be putting up this year. Wishing you a great Purim, happy Purim, and I'd like to introduce Rabbi Jay Siegel, who is the newest, youngest, hippest rabbi around. He's a congregation, no, I'm sorry. I'm taking myself out of the picture, but he's in tie with Rabbi Mark. And I'd like to welcome Rabbi Jay Siegel, who has done so much for the community, both together with Rabbi Mark at Temple Beth Ami, Beth Shalom, truly beacons of light during the last 12 months, giving out food and doing so much chesed to our community. Welcome, Rabbi Jay.
Thank you, and thank you, Rabbi, and thank you, Rabbi Mark and Rabbi Morozov and Tracy and everyone who just presented today. What a beautiful and exciting way to bring in Purim. We are almost a week out and we're already starting the festivities. So thank you all, and a big round of applause for everyone. If everyone could just give the big round of applause for everyone, because it takes a lot of work. This isn't easy, as you know. It's not been an easy couple of months or several months, almost a year. And so thank you all for everything you're doing, like Rabbi Morozov said. And thank you for that trivia quiz stuff. That was a lot of fun. And it truly is amazing that Santa Clarita, I agree, the Santa Clarita Valley is the best Jewish community on the planet. So just real quick, before I turn it over to Lori, who's going to be doing the makeshift groggers, is that Tracy so wonderfully showed us how to make hamantash, which really it brings out the taste part of Purim. That's what it's about. And Rabbi Morozov brought out a part of using our minds in the Jewish tradition. We constantly maybe we overthink, but to bring a little joy into what we normally do through study, but bringing joy to normative practice of study in our tradition is so important. And like Rabbi was saying, there are so many different aspects to this holiday, one of which is listening to the Megillah, and we too will be listening to the Megillah at 6:30. So you jump over, and I know Rabbi Morozov will read it quickly, and that's a tradition, is how quick almost you can get through the Megillah. Some people get it done in 20 minutes, others it takes an hour. So I know that the Morozov family will get it done in 15 minutes, and then you can jump over to us at 6:30, and then the next day join Chabad as well to hear it in the morning, because they're both mitzvahs to do in the evening and the morning. In any event, part of that is that we use the groggers so we don't hear what particular name. Does anyone know the name that we're supposed to blot out and not hear? Anybody? Just unmute and say it, and then I'll yell over it. Anyone? Ah, good. It was the H word. So that's always exciting, and everybody has the time. And I see Sadie's got a thing over her mouth so that you can not hear the word human. But that's really a part of it, is that we interact. And so hopefully we all get a chance, whether it's through Mishloach Manot or hearing the Megillah, is that we all get a chance to interact with our community. And that's what's just so wonderful about this meeting of all the 3 synagogues that are located in Santa Clarita is that we get a chance to connect, and we can all agree with that it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to connect. Isn't that right? So big wave if you agree with that it's just a wonderful thing to connect. So I'm going to turn it over to Lori, who is the president of our sisterhood here at Congregation Beth Shalom, and she's going to guide us through making a grogger.
Thank you, Rabbi. Okay. Good afternoon, almost everyone, and I am going to try to get onto the full screen. If I can do that, how does that work? No, no. Okay, Zoom, exit full screen. There we go. Here I am. Okay, so as Rabbi had asked you, we are going to make groggers, but why do we make them? To drown out Haman's name, right? Okay, good. So you will need a water bottle and some scissors, some popcorn kernels, and I even brought the green lentils because they sound really nice. And where is my? Oh, here we go. And my tape. And I just got this at Office Depot and I was looking for pretty colored tape. So the first thing you do is take your scissors and you're going to cut. You're going to cut off the label because you don't need it. And it peels off really fast and really easy. So there you go. You have that? Good. And then I'm going to take my tape and I'm just going to peel it. And I like really pretty things. So I am just going to decorate my water bottle with tape. And you can use whatever you want. If you have paint, or if you have glitter glue, or if you have anything else, you're welcome to use it. So there's one. And then here comes another. I picked different patterns because I have this one, because I really like to make things pretty. And so I'm going to put this one around like this. And then I'm going to cut that. Okay. There we go. So now I have 2 rows, and here I take my 3rd one. And you can do as many as you want. You're not held to 3 or 4, but you can do it all the way down the bottle. You can make different designs, whatever you want. So now I have, okay, my tape. That was easy. The next thing we have to do is to fill it. Now this was kind of tricky for me because I had originally used a really big funnel thinking, oh, if I put this in, and it's just going to fill it really fast, but it got stuck. All the popcorn kernels got stuck, and that was not a good thing. So then I thought, how else could I get my popcorn in? So I took a piece of paper and I rolled it like this. Oops. I have to roll it a little bit smaller. Kind of have to get, I'm rolling it on the diagonal so that I can get a really small opening so I can fit it in here. There we go. Okay, like that. And then I have my cup. Oh, here it's right in front of me. Okay, I put the popcorn kernels in the cup, and you probably want someone to hold the bottom because sometimes it could fall. And then you're going to pour it in. Okay? And if you spill it, it's okay because they're just kernels, they don't really make a mess. Now you don't want to fill it all the way. There we go. See, and I filled it like this, and you can put more in if you want to. And then I was looking through my cabinets and I found lentils, and I love the way lentils feel. Don't like the way they taste, but I love the way they feel. And so I'm just going to pour some lentils, and I love the way they sound. Okay, great. So we have that. So we can take this out, and then we put the top back on and listen. I like the way that sounds. Okay, so then I had some stickers left over, and these have my son's name on it. And of course, he's too old to play with stickers, so I just have to use them however I can. But stickers are really cool because, if you can peel it off. Nope, that one didn't work, so we'll try something else. Okay, here we go. All right, so stickers work really nice because you can put them all around, and you just take your favorite stickers and you can stick them on. And I'm going to put these here and here. Okay, so they're here all the way around the top, and then I can do it on the bottom. And so it looks like I can use up a whole page. But again, if you would rather paint or use glitter glue, the only thing is you have to wait until it dries to use it. But this way, it's already done. 2 more. Actually, that's it. So here, I have a homemade grogger that sounds really cool. And if I wanted to add other things, I could. If I wanted to take it out and start again, I could do that. So, happy Purim.
Thanks, Laurie.
Thanks,
You're
Laura.
welcome.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
I'm done.
Well, we want to thank everybody who participated today. Believe it or not, we actually got a lot done today. We actually were able to get everybody together, and we're going to, before we finish up, we're going to make sure we get a screenshot of everybody together on our Purim celebration. I just want to give everybody again one more time of well, kind of letting people know what's going on for Purim, because as I said at the very beginning, and some of you joined us a few minutes late, we've got, this is kind of like the beginning of Purim stuff, because we actually have a few days still, obviously. We're starting Thursday night, and we have a few days to get ready, to get in the mood. So, you know, I want to just mention a couple of things that are going on in our congregation at Beth Ami. On Tuesday and Wednesdays, we have our normal classes, our Tuesday morning Midrash class, which everyone is invited to. It's at 9 a.m. And then on our Zoom. And then on Wednesday evening, we have our Torah study, our weekly Parshat HaShavua class we do every week, which you also can join, which is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on our Zoom class for Torah study. And those are available to everybody every week. But then, of course, Thursday night at 7 p.m., we're going to be doing our telling of the Purim story. And again, we had a wonderful telling, very brief telling from Rabbi Morozov today. But on that night, we're going to tell a little bit longer version. And we're going to do some really fun stuff in telling the story, because we're following a very old tradition of having fun with the story and getting in costume and doing some fun stuff. So that's Thursday night at 7 p.m. on our Zoom channels as well. So that's what we've got coming up in the next couple of days at Beth Ami. I don't know who wants to go next, but
Well, I want to thank Laurie Hoffman and the Sisterhood of CBS and Fremi for helping us continue to keep this tradition going. So it was wonderful to have everybody here. So thank you.
Thank you all for putting this on. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
what's going on at Rabbi,
Tracy,
you
thank
want
you
to
for
say
all
something
you
about
did.
what's going on at the temple?
Oh, we've got a ton of stuff going on as well. And this year it seems like there's more stuff going on than ever, which is really wonderful. There's no way better to increase joy than to just have more opportunities for people to see each other in whatever capacity and just put a smile on each other's face. So we're distributing Purim baskets to our community members. We've been doing support for those in need in our community. We're having a drop off. This is all happening today. And then of course, Thursday, we will be having a Megillah reading too for the adults, and then also for the kids to come in and at 5:30 or at 5 o'clock, I'm sorry, for the younger families. And then at 6:30, a Megillah reading. So my father-in-law is coming in to do the Megillah reading, and we're really, really excited about that. And he's going to be reading from Florida. So how cool is that, that we can have an almost bi-coastal reading? And then, so we're really excited about that. And that's in a snapshot of what's going on. So thank you all. And this was a big part of our celebration as well, just to be able to be a part of the community. So thank you for all for the work that you're doing and for helping bring us together at this time.
You're up.
Thank you. I'm up. Thank you. I spoke enough already, but thank you very much to Rabbi Mark and Tracy, to Rabbi Jay, to Lori, to everybody for putting this together. From you, of course, everyone. It's amazing. You know, usually it's schlepping. I remember, Tracy, it's schlepping chairs and tables and barbecues and everything.
Yes.
And Baruch Hashem, this year we press start and a couple of minutes press finish. And but it's still, you know, we still want to get back to the schlepping, and God willing, we very soon we will get back to the schlepping. And there's so much going on for Purim. I think 2 Chabadniks will be reading Megillah, one at Beshalom, one at Chabad. Huh? So, but please join something. Join a synagogue, join a Megillah reading, join a Purim party. Very important, especially this year. We've been so disconnected. We're socially distanced, but we have to come together. And with masks, of course, on Purim, and really enjoy each other's company. So as I mentioned before, Thursday night and Friday, we're having Megillah readings at Chabad, Friday afternoon, 3:30 at Newhall Park. And we're having a special, we're in the middle of a course, Journeys of the Soul. And this week, Tuesday night, the topic is Heaven and Hell. So it's not for you because everyone here is going to heaven, but it's an interesting topic by the Jewish concept of heaven and hell at 7:30 at our Zoom room. But I've noticed, but all 3 synagogues, the attendance at classes and services have truly gone up in the last year, and may continue that way. Continue to be involved and more involved in your community, in your temple, in your synagogue, and really make a bigger difference than even before. And together we'll bring Mashiach. That's the ultimate goal. L'chaim.
L'chaim. Yasher Koach to everyone who put this together. It was wonderful and it was a lot of fun. And I hope the kids had a good time as well.
I did. Thank you. I mean, the other kids.
Joining.
Everybody. We are recording this. We will post it up on Facebook. I don't know why someone would watch it after the fact, but people are watching lots of stuff right now. So
just for your hat, Rabbi Mark, just for your hat, they'll watch it. Have a beautiful bow tie.
Now I have Tracy's headband on my thing too. So I will tell you that, yeah, there's crazier stuff that people have been watching this year. So again, I want to thank my wife who made more Hamantashen for me to eat, which means even more calories and more running around, but I have to. But we have so much we need our energy for to, again, bring in a lot of joy, especially this year. And again, it's hard to believe we're going to be then looking ahead to Pesach and to lots of good stuff too. So let this be a season of joy. Let Adar continue to be festive. And again, have a great Adar, great Purim, Chag Sameach, everybody. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of it, everybody. Say goodbye, everybody. Take care.
Chag Sameach.
Thank you.
Chag Sameach, Bas Mama, and everyone else. Chag Sameach.
Thank you.
Chag Sameach.
Thanks, Tracy. Are we leaving?
Yep.
It's a Jewish goodbye. It takes a little while.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.